Welcome back, everyone. Once again, I'm Rod Trent, Senior Program Manager here at Microsoft, and this is the After the Blog podcast. So, this episode, even though this podcast is called After the Blog, it isn't really about a specific blog this time. But hey, I'm the host here. It's my prerogative, right? Last episode, I had a guest, Richard Diver. This episode is just me, but I have something on my mind and something burning to talk about that I think would be of value to all of you. All right? But this episode is about a question I've gotten a few times in the last couple days. It's actually come up enough that I thought I should be willing to talk about it. But let's back up for a second. I recently sat for and passed the AI-102 exam. All right, I'm a security person. I focus on cybersecurity, but I sat for and passed the designing and implementing a Microsoft Azure AI solution exam. All right. Okay, so by taking this one exam, you get the Azure AI Engineer Associate certification. All right, so that's pretty cool. It's always neat to have an extra little badge on your LinkedIn profile. So first question, not the question I'm trying to get to, but first question, is AI-102 tough? Right? It's probably first question on your mind. Hey, Rod took it. Maybe I can take this thing. So that's really kind of super hard to say. As I passed AI-102 by a greater margin than I passed any of the other 12 certifications that I have my credit. All right? I thought that was kind of interesting. And that includes all of the SC series exams, which, I blasted through. You need a score of 700 to pass, okay? And I got an 803. That's crazy to me. Usually I'm just kind of barely eking by for whatever reason. But I blew this one out of the water. So without really studying or even any of that last second cramming that I generally do, I passed this thing, right? With flying colors. But understand, I've been working with Azure OpenAI and the Azure Cognitive Services every day for about the last year. I had to sit for a little bit. I know I've been working on all this stuff, trying to figure out how to secure AI for many months, but I sat and I thought about it, and oh my goodness, it's been almost a year. Time really flies by. So you can actually see evidence of my work in my Azure OpenAI repo on GitHub. I'll put the link in the show notes. And this includes all my efforts to monitor, tame, secure this AI beast. There's KQL queries, there's Microsoft Sentinel detections, and other things. So if you're listening to this and hearing that for the first time, grab that link. You'll be able to find all that goodness that I've been working on and still continue to work on. And also, you can kind of see evidence of my work on this in the Must Learn AI Security series. Now up to Chapter 7, just released Chapter 7 of that series today, going through how to secure, what to look for in AI and things like this. Again, I'll put that in the podcast notes, so you'll have that. So right after passing the exam and then that regular process of sharing your LinkedIn profile, sharing your badge and hey, I passed, some noticed that I had taken the exam. And of course, knowing that I'm a cybersecurity person, if I would now recommend going down this path for anyone in security. All right. So the big question of the week is what I'm trying to get to. Should someone focused on security seek AI certification? So I'm all for learning new things. Okay. Learning about new things excites me, keeps me engaged. I'm sure many of you are very similar. But would I recommend this certification path for security? This is me, Rod Trent, loves to take exams. My response is no. I wouldn't recommend this certification path for security. What I would recommend is that as security people, we need to know how AI works so we can understand how to secure it. So if going down this AI cert path helps you get there, we all learn differently. Some are just, hands-on keyboard. Some like to watch videos or TV and different methods. But if this is the way, going down the cert path, forcing yourself to actually learn things to pass an exam, then I wholeheartedly support that effort. All right. And if someone is just starting out learning AI, I probably wouldn't start with AI 102. Okay. Instead, I'd start with AI 900, which is the Microsoft Azure AI Fundamentals exam. So that's going to teach you all the cool AI terms that you need to be aware of, and that will be on the AI 102 exam anyway. Me, I'm Mr. Vegas, right? I go for the gusto. So I jumped in feet first with AI 102 instead. It's one of those things, do as I say, not as I do, or yeah, right. Do as I say, not as I do. But again, I've worked with the services for the past year or so. So a lot of those concepts and things within AI 102 were very familiar to me. All right. So that's it for me. In a few hours, I'm headed off to Ohio, Amish country for a relaxing weekend visiting my best friend. All right. He's not Amish, but he's lived among the Amish as a chiropractor for long enough that he could probably pass for it, right? So if I was walking down the street, some kind of Amish road, dirt road, and saw this fella from the back, I'm thinking he's probably Amish. He's not. He's my best friend. All right. So don't forget to check the show notes for everything that I've talked about, including these different learn paths for these different AI cert exams. And we'll talk next episode. Thanks a lot.